We begin our journey on this first day of August, in the year 2025, rising gently into the warm tropical air. Below us lies a city cradled by the sun and the sea. This is Natal, the capital of Rio Grande do Norte in Brazil. Its name, meaning Christmas, was bestowed upon it by its founders centuries ago. From this vantage point, the world transforms. The sounds of the city soften into a gentle hum, a quiet orchestra accompanying our ascent. We are floating now, suspended between the vast blue sky and the equally vast Atlantic Ocean. The air itself feels different up here, clean and filled with the promise of discovery. We are not here for the hustle of urban life, but for a quieter, more profound observation. The first impression is one of light and color. Natal is aptly known as the City of the Sun, and from above it is easy to see why. The sunlight here seems to have a special quality, casting a golden glow over everything it touches. It glints off the ocean's surface, creating a million tiny diamonds that dance and shimmer with every gentle swell. It illuminates the vibrant greens of the city's parks and the warm terracotta of its rooftops. We are drifting slowly, allowing the panorama to unfold at a leisurely pace. This is a journey for the senses, an opportunity to witness the harmonious interplay between human settlement and the powerful forces of nature that have shaped this remarkable corner of the world. Now, let us turn our attention to the magnificent coastline. It stretches out before us like an endless ribbon, a brilliant demarcation between the land and the sea. From this height, the shades of blue in the ocean are simply breathtaking. Close to the shore, the water is a translucent turquoise, so clear that you can almost see the texture of the sandy floor beneath. Further out, this gentle hue deepens into a rich sapphire, and then into a profound, mysterious indigo at the horizon. The waves, which seem so powerful from the beach, appear from here as delicate white lacework, perpetually unfurling and retreating upon the golden shore. This is the Atlantic Ocean in its most serene and welcoming guise. We drift northwards following this majestic curve. The beaches of Natal are legendary, and from our aerial perch they form a continuous, unbroken stretch of pristine sand. We pass over Praia dos Artistas, the artist's beach, and Praia do Meio, the middle beach, each with its own unique character, yet united by the same soft, pale gold sand. The patterns left by the receding tide are like intricate drawings, temporary masterpieces that are washed away and recreated with every cycle. Small fishing boats, known locally as jangadars, dot the nearshore waters. Their colorful sails are like bright petals scattered upon the blue, a testament to a way of life that has been tied to this ocean for generations. The sheer scale of this coastline is humbling. It continues as far as the eye can see, a reminder of the immense power of the natural world. Coral reefs lie submerged just offshore, visible from above as darker patches in the turquoise shallows. Our journey now takes us south, towards Natal's most iconic landmark, the beach of Ponta Negra. As we approach, the urban landscape becomes more concentrated, with hotels and apartments lining the shore. Ponta Negra is the vibrant heart of Natal's coastal life, and even from this height, one can sense its energy. The beach is a wide, sweeping crescent, bustling with activity. We can see the tiny, colorful dots of beach umbrellas and the faint outlines of people enjoying the sun and the surf. It is a place of joy and relaxation, a focal point where humanity and nature meet. Dominating the southern end of Ponta Negra is a truly remarkable formation. Morro do Careca, or the Bald Hill, rises dramatically from the edge of the sea. It is a colossal sand dune, its western slope covered in a thick blanket of deep green Atlantic forest, while its eastern face is a sheer, smooth expanse of pale golden sand that plunges directly into the ocean. From our aerial perspective, its form is striking and unforgettable. It looks like a giant sleeping creature, half submerged in the water, its green mantle like a shaggy coat. The name Bald Hill comes from the distinct, treeless strip of sand at its center, which from a distance can resemble a bald patch. For many years, people would climb this magnificent dune and slide down its sandy face into the warm waters below. This practice, however, has been stopped to preserve the dune's delicate structure and the native vegetation that clings to its slopes. From above, we can appreciate the wisdom of this decision. As we circle this gentle giant, we are treated to a symphony of color and form. The deep green of the forest, the pale gold of the sand, and the brilliant turquoise of the sea all converge in this one spectacular location. We now redirect our flight path back towards the city's northern tip, where the Potengi River meets the Atlantic Ocean. Here, standing sentinel on the reef, is a structure of immense historical significance, the Forte dos Reis Magos, or the Fort of the Three Wise Men. From our elevated viewpoint, its unique star shape is immediately apparent. It is a classic example of 16th century military architecture designed to provide comprehensive defensive fire from its 5 points. The fort appears almost as if it has grown out of the reef itself, its stone walls weathered by centuries of salt spray and sun. It is a stark, imposing figure against the gentle blues and greens of the surrounding water. The fort's location is no accident. It was strategically placed here in 1598 to guard the entrance to the river and protect the fledgling Portuguese colony from pirates and foreign invaders. As we hover above, we can easily understand its strategic importance. It commands a clear view of the entire channel, a choke point for any vessel wishing to sail inland. The fort marks the very spot where Natal was born. The city grew up under its protection, expanding slowly from the riverbanks outwards. The surrounding waters are a kaleidoscope of colors. The shallow reef creates patches of pale green and sandy yellow, while the deeper channel of the river is a dark, murky brown, a stark contrast to the clear blue of the open ocean just a few meters away. We can see the patterns of the current swirling around the fort's foundations, a constant, gentle dance of water. The structure has withstood these forces for over 4 centuries, a testament to the skill of its builders. From the historical anchor of the fort, our gaze is drawn to a modern marvel that soars across the same expanse of water. This is the Navarro Bridge, a colossal structure of white steel and concrete. From our aerial perspective, its scale is truly impressive. It is a cable-stayed bridge, and its 2 towering pylons rise like magnificent white sails into the sky, their cables fanning out like the strings of a giant harp. The bridge's deck sweeps in a graceful, gentle curve, connecting the northern and eastern zones of Natal. It is a symbol of progress, a testament to modern engineering and human ambition. The bridge serves a vital practical purpose, of course, easing traffic and linking communities. But from up here, its aesthetic qualities are what truly captivate the imagination. It is a piece of functional sculpture on a grand scale. The brilliant white of its structure stands out dramatically, against the dark waters of the river and the green mangroves that line its banks. It has a lightness and elegance that belies its immense size and strength. As we glide alongside it, we can see the tiny shapes of cars and trucks moving across it, like blood cells flowing through a vital artery of the city. The contrast between the bridge and the old fort below is striking. They are 2 guardians of the river mouth, separated by 400 years of history. One is low, solid and rooted in the earth, built for defense. The other is high, airy and soaring, built for connection. Together they tell a powerful story of Natal's evolution. Let us now turn our gaze inland, away from the coast, and observe the city itself. From above, Natal reveals itself as a complex and fascinating tapestry. It is a mosaic of different colors, shapes and textures. The urban grid, with its straight lines and right angles, is interspersed with the organic flowing forms of parks and green spaces. We can see the dense clusters of high-rise buildings in areas like Ponta Negra and the city center, their rooftops forming a modern man-made mountain range. These are surrounded by vast expanses of low-rise residential neighborhoods, their terracotta-tiled roofs creating a warm reddish-brown sea that spreads across the landscape. The city is alive with green. Unlike many sprawling metropolises, Natal has managed to retain a remarkable amount of vegetation. The Parque das Dunas, a huge protected area of Atlantic forest, cuts a massive swathe of deep green right through the urban fabric. It is the city's lung, a vital sanctuary for wildlife and a place of peace for its human inhabitants. From our perspective, it looks like a vast verdant island in a sea of urban development. We can also see smaller parks, tree-lined avenues and private gardens, all contributing to the sense of a city that breathes. The patterns of life are visible even from this great height. We can trace the main thoroughfares, the arteries of the city, bustling with the slow, steady flow of traffic. We see the large, geometric shapes of shopping centers and industrial complexes, and the smaller, more intimate clusters of local markets and community squares. Each district has its own distinct character. Our aerial exploration now takes us just beyond the city's northern limits, to a landscape that feels otherworldly. Here we find the famous dune fields of Jenipabu. This is a vast, protected area where the land transforms into a sea of sand. From our vantage point, it is a breathtaking sight. The dunes are not static hills, but are constantly in motion, sculpted and shifted by the persistent trade winds that blow in from the Atlantic. They form graceful, sweeping curves and sharp, elegant ridges, creating a landscape of mesmerizing beauty. The colors are subtle and sublime, a palette of pale golds, soft creams, and delicate whites. The scale of this sandy desert is immense. It stretches for miles, a soft, undulating world. We can see the tracks of dune buggies, which appear as thin, looping lines drawn upon the sand, the only sign of human activity in this vast emptiness. These tours are a popular local attraction, offering a thrilling ride through this unique environment. From above, the buggies look like tiny insects navigating a giant sandpit. The experience from the ground must be exhilarating, but from up here, the dominant feeling is one of peace and profound tranquility. Among the dunes, we can see small freshwater lagoons. Their surfaces are startling brilliant blue or a deep emerald green. These oases are formed by rainwater that has filtered through the porous sand and collected in the depressions between the dunes. They are like jewels scattered across the pale landscape, offering a cool respite from the sun-drenched sand. They support their own miniature ecosystems, with hardy vegetation growing along their banks. Let us now trace the path of the Potengi River as it winds its way inland from the coast. This river is the lifeblood of Natal, the very reason the city exists in this location. From our aerial perspective, it is a broad, serpentine ribbon of dark water, cutting a path through the landscape. Its name, in the indigenous Tupi language, means river of shrimps, a hint at the rich aquatic life it has supported for millennia. As we follow its course, we leave the dense urban environment behind and enter a world of lush, green nature. The riverbanks are lined with dense mangrove forests, their tangled roots creating a complex, muddy ecosystem that is vital for the region's health. The mangroves are a fascinating sight from above. They form a thick, impenetrable wall of the deepest green, a stark contrast to the dark, brackish water of the river. These forests are crucial nurseries for fish, crabs, and shrimp. They also act as a natural filter, cleaning the water, and they protect the riverbanks from erosion. We can see narrow channels like tiny veins branching off from the main river and disappearing into the dense mangrove canopy. This is a world teeming with life, a critical habitat that bridges the gap between the land and the water. Further inland, the landscape opens up. The mangroves give way to fertile floodplains and gentle rolling hills. Here, the river's influence is still visible in the vibrant green of the vegetation and the scattered small farms. The water itself changes color, from the dark brown of the lower reaches to a silvery sheen that reflects the bright Brazilian sky. We can see small fishing boats making their way slowly along the river. Our journey through the skies is now drawing to a close. We begin our gentle descent, spiraling slowly back towards the earth. The grand panorama of Natal, with its coast, its city, its dunes, and its river, begins to resolve back into finer details. The abstract patterns we observed from high above once again become recognizable streets, buildings, and beaches. The muted hum of the city gradually grows into a familiar symphony of life. Our flight has given us a unique and privileged perspective, a chance to see this remarkable place not as a collection of individual landmarks, but as a single harmonious whole. We have witnessed the interplay of light and color, from the brilliant blues of the ocean to the golden sands of the dunes and the vibrant greens of the forests. We have seen the elegant dance between the natural and the man-made, where a modern bridge soars near an ancient fort, and a sprawling city lives alongside a vast protected nature reserve. Natal is a city of beautiful and fascinating contrasts. It is a place where history and progress, nature and culture, tranquility and vibrancy all coexist in a delicate and inspiring balance. This is the enduring impression that we will carry with us. This aerial perspective offers more than just a beautiful view. It offers a sense of peace and a change of perspective. To float above the world is to be reminded of its vastness and its beauty, to feel a sense of detachment from the small worries of daily life. It allows for a moment of quiet contemplation. Natal, when seen from this vantage point, is the perfect subject for such a meditation. Its gentle curves, its soothing colors, and its warm, sun-drenched atmosphere all conspire to create a feeling of profound serenity and renewal. And so, as we prepare to touch down, we do so with a new appreciation for this hidden gem of Brazil. We are left with an invitation to not just see, but to experience, to feel the warm sun on your skin, to walk along the endless golden beaches, to immerse yourself in the welcoming culture of its people. Our flight over Natal has revealed its physical beauty, but its true spirit awaits on the ground. It is an invitation to escape, to unwind, and to find your own moment of peace in the unforgettable city of the sun.